Hello everyone, myself Anjali Chugwani and I am microbiology researcher. So in this video we are going to learn about the transforming principle by Griffith experiment. This experiment gives us the detailed information regarding the transfer, that there is something exchanged between one bacteria to other, but we don't know what exactly it is. So in this video we are going to find out that. Griffith experiment was an experiment done in 1928 by Frederick Griffith. It was one of the first experiments showing that bacteria can get DNA through a process which is commonly called as transformation. But the question was, why only DNA? Why not protein or RNA? So you will get answer of this question after watching this video. What he tried to did at that moment, he took one bacteria, that is Streptococcus pneumonia. This bacterium commonly causes a disease which is called as pneumonia. Griffith used two related strains of bacteria known as S and R strain. Firstly, we are going to learn about the S strain. S bacteria form colony that were rounded and smooth. The smooth appearance was due to the polysaccharide or sugar-based coat produced by the bacteria. This coat protected the S bacteria from the mouse immune system, making them violent, that is capable of causing disease. This is all about the S strain. Now what is exactly R strain stands for? R bacteria form colony that were rough. The rough appearance was due to the absence of polysaccharide layer. The R bacteria were non-violent, meaning that they did not cause any kind of sickness or disease when injected into the mice. Now there were various different experiments conducted by Griffith. The first experiment which were conducted was, he injected R strain into the mice. As we know, R, that is rough strain, is non-violent. So the result which was expected was that this strain will not cause any disease inside the mice and mice should survive. So here the result was expected. The mice survived, nothing happened. They just simply lied. Now the second experiment which were performed was, S strain were injected into the mice. As we saw in previous slide guys, that S strain is so violent that is capable of causing disease. After injecting this into the mice must have the disease pneumonia, and because of this they must have died, and as a result, as per expectation, mice die. Now Griffith took the S strain inside the test tube and boiled it for some period of time, as because of this all the bacteria get destroyed inside the test tube. So we can call this strain as heat kill S strain. In third situation or in third experiment, he injected heat kill S strain into the mice. We get also think of what exactly must have happened, as all the bacteria were destroyed. So nothing happened to the mice and they just simply survived. Now the most interesting one is this. In this he tried to combine two strains together, in which the same result was obtained previously, that is R strain and heat kill S strain. He combined these two strains and then the combination was injected inside the mice. Now what do we expect must have happened? In case of R strain, mice survive, and in the same case of heat kill S strain, mice also survive. So when we are combining these two things and injecting into the mice, what we think would happen is the mice would survive. The same thing was thought by Griffith also, but in the case, surprisingly, mice die. To find out the reason behind why mice die, he chose two bacterium, R strain and S strain. He heat killed the S strain. As we know, bacteria has two things, that is outer cell wall and its genetic material. But we don't know this genetic material is DNA or protein. When we heat kill S strain, it will get completely disrupted. As you know, DNA is heat stable. It means at the boiling temperature, DNA does not loses its identification, but only their two strands will get separated, and this process is called as DNA denaturation. Whereas on the other side, protein get completely destructed at the boiling temperature, and their structure also get break. So in this there are no bacteria present, but the thing which is present is DNA inside the test tube. Now Griffith took naked DNA. This naked DNA will enter inside the bacteria, and this process is called as transformation. So what exactly transformation stand for? Transformation is the process of the insertion of naked DNA inside the bacteria. Now, after entering inside the bacteria cell, this DNA will combine with the host DNA. As a result, this is the combination of both the DNA, naked DNA and host DNA. So, in the bacterium, the violence genes or violence character came from the naked DNA, and now this bacterium is ready to cause disease. Hence, because of this reason, mice die. As protein get completely denaturated at the boiling temperature, only DNA remains which carrying valence in character. Lastly, Griffith concluded that the R-strain bacteria must have taken up what he called a transforming principle from the heat kill as bacteria, which allow them to transform into smooth coated bacteria and become violent. Now it is proved that DNA is the only genetic material, and this whole principle is called as transforming principle. Well, many experiments try to deny or try not to agree with the point to Griffith experiment. However, at the end, some scientists, Hervey, Hershey and Chase, agreed that yes, Griffith experiment was correct and DNA was only the genetic material. Thank you guys for watching the video. Hope you like it and clearly understand the topic. Please like and subscribe. That will inspire me in making many more videos, and feel free to comment. I will try to resolve all your problems. Thank you.